Hello Nigerians, this is the Newspaper Review here on TAF TV. My name is Benjamin Agbile and I'm your host for today. But before we hit the street to hear what Nigerians have to say, I'll be reading the headlines for today. I'll be starting with the Daily Sun. Rivers crisis, court bars CJ Clark from accepting impeachment notice against Fubara from Amehule led assembly. That'll be found on page 28 of the Daily Sun. Federal government moves suspension of tariff taxes on rice, maize, orders. That'll be found on page 6 of the Daily Sun. To provide 150-day duty-free import window for food. That'll be found on page 6 of the Daily Sun. EFCC CJ rejects Bello case transfer request. That'll be found on page 6 of the Daily Sun. Custom rakes in 1.026 trillion naira at Apapa port. Intercept 11 containers of expired pharmaceuticals. That'll be found on page 25 of the Daily Sun. Mba approves 1.9 billion naira for payment of teachers 4-year leave allowance. That'll be found on page 28 of the Daily Sun. Minimum wage, government defense offer to labor. That'll be found on page 27 of the Daily Sun. Zenith Bank wins best commercial bank corporate governance award at World Finance. That'll be found on page 23 of the Daily Sun. We'll be moving next is the Punch newspaper. Q spread as petrol hits 1,100 naira litre in Abuja orders. That'll be found on the Punch newspaper. Naira weakens to 1,523 per dollar at official market. That'll be found on page 21 of the Punch newspaper. Human rights, democracy, economic growth, key issues in Samoa agreements. The details of this will be found on page 2 of the Daily Sun. Federal government suspend food import duty, partner states on farming. That'll be fine. The details of this will be found on page 21 of the Daily of the Punch newspaper. Fubara court bars Rivers CJ from accepting impeachment notice. The details will be found on the page 29 of the Punch newspaper. Military busts Delta illegal refineries, recovers 48,000 liters crude. The details of this will be found on page 16 of the Punch newspaper. Outrage as Russian missile kills 33 in Ukraine Children's Hospital. The details will be found on page 19.
The problem of the whole world today don't render many people useless to do.
Is the nation. Contractors get 3 months fixed 260 federal government route projects. The details of it will be found on page 4 of the Nation. EEDC to refund 11.8 billion naira over billed Southeast customer. The details of this will be found on page 5 of the Nation. Delta Council polls, parties sign peace accord. Now, the details of this will be found on page 5 of the Nation. Zenith is world best in corporate governance. The details will be found on page 7 of the Nation. Nigeria Air 26 billion naira probe. EFCC quizzes Ethiopian Airlines CEO. The details will be found on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. Fuel queue spray to Lagos. The details will be found on page 4 of the Nation.
All those infections where you get.
Brace for flooding. Nimitz tells Abia, Delta, Edo, Imo Rivers, Cross Rivers, others. The details of this will be found on page 4 of the Nations. Warri Federal Constituency is Shekiri leaders fears bias over INEC official background. The details of this will be found on page 5 of the Nation newspaper. And this will be all for the newspaper headlines as we hit the street to hear what Nigerians out there have to say. Good day, sir.
Yeah, good day.
So we can see on the Punch newspaper here, the headline on the front page, federal government suspend food imports duty, partner states on farming. What do you think about this headline?
Okay, now federal government suspending food imports has, should I say, it has both advantage and disadvantage. Now, addressing it from the advantageous aspect of it, that the advantage aspect of this suspension, it will actually go a long way. We could cast our back mind to the days of our former president, Mohamed Buhari, when he was the first person to shut down, this border closing that we're currently talking about now. He was the first person to actually bring should I say, an end to importations of rice, and we could still remember the heat we faced for the past 2 weeks, but Nigerians were able to adjust to it, and our local rice that is now very, very costly actually saw the light of day. For the first time, Nigerians started patronizing locally made in Nigerian products. Locally made products actually surfaced and saw the light of day. We can remember rice like Mama Gold actually went in extinct. Even got to a point where Gino tomatoes actually went in extinct, and made in Nigerian product actually saw the light of day. So having to stop importation of food yet again, I would say, just like I said, it has a good advantage. But just like every single Nigerian will ask, is this the proper timing? I know there is never a good timing to actually carry out to actually implement something new. But I feel at some point now, that's me addressing the side of the disadvantage now. I feel at some point we should plan on healing first. We should plan on healing our economy first and stabilizing before having to implement most of the things that our government are doing. We're not disputing the fact that importation of food is actually one of the things that are draining the economy. But are we actually ready to push up agriculture? Agriculture has been one of the things that Nigeria has been speculating as a nation. Though we have not been able to go back to it, we are yet to actually get a clear blueprint on how to go about agriculture. Most Nigerians are just speculating. Let's go back to agriculture. Let's go back to our farms. But have we actually considered the means of going back to this? We remember that there are crops that actually grew in a particular season, which most Nigerians, except for the farmers that have this proper intel. So when we are thinking of going back to agriculture, because I know the major essence of this stoppage of importation is to go back to farming, just like what our president's wife said. Just like what our president's wife said, that Nigerians should go back, federal government and Nigerians should go back to farming. But we have actually not put down things, things are not properly laid down. We have not seen a blueprint on how to actually go back and boost, going back to agriculture. We are planning to boost our economy, not just for food sufficiency. We should be able to go back to agriculture that will enhance Nigerians, put us on our feet, feed Nigeria first, and think of feeding other nations, because our major aim now is to feed Nigeria and feed other nations, but we are yet to actually feed ourselves properly. So let's divert a little bit to fuel, which is the PMS we were using. In Abuja, as at the headline this morning, it says fuel is like 1,000 naira plus, and we know that for even if there are states in our dearest nations that are actually tagged as the food basket of the nation, we have states like that. But if we have to import this food, if we have to import these meals down to other states of the federation, it will still result to the PMS that is currently high. So in as much as we are stopping fuel, we're stopping the importation of food, we are yet to actually address one of the major aspect of our economy, which is the PMS, because every single thing still boils back to the fact that we will all get to use PMS to transport, the means of transportation still hikes back to PMS. Now, we know of late this federal government, this present administration have actually tried. We know that they brought up proposals like the CNG buses, where they said they will not be using. That was a very, very good blueprint, but we're yet to actually see the effect of that. So, just like I said, this stoppage of food flow in the nation actually has a good advantage, no doubt. But I feel there should be proper timing. It's like doing the right thing at the wrong time. Letting it not look as if we're always doing the right thing at the wrong time. This is a very good idea. This is hope for Nigeria. This is like the renewed hope that our president has been crying and has been clamoring for. But this renewed hope that we're looking for in terms of food sufficiency and agriculture would never come to limelight if we don't look at the basic things, the very little things like the PMS that is currently being hiked. I bet you for this stoppage of food and telling everybody to go back to farming, it is very clear that it's a good idea. But just like a very common Nigeria would say, now who chop, go get strength, go farm, talk less of to feed the nation, the family first. Because what Nigerians need presently is to be able to feed a family of 6. Yes. Just like what our NLC said, a living wage to feed a family of 6. So I feel before this stoppage of food importation in the nation, they should be at a point where, okay, at least Nigerians can eat 101, or let's say 011. But currently now, most Nigerians are running on a 000 scale. Yes. And now, the reason why I'm placing it on the 000 because the food that most Nigerians are eating, I know most satisfying. Now, let's be very realistic. If you eat 4 cups of rice now as a person, you will not be satisfied. No, that's you not being a glutton. No. Gone are the days where you eat like 4 cups of rice, you cook 4 cups of rice for a whole family. But now, eat in a restaurant. Let them just give you a food of 2,000 and see how little it is. It still looks as if you have not eaten. So Nigerians are running on a scale of 000. Most for persons that have eaten it is 01, and that one you're buying our locally made fufu for like 2,000 naira. That's when you're at least being able to sustain for hours. So federal government stopping importation of food is a very good idea, but it is coming at a very, very wrong time where Nigerians are currently going through a lot, just like how we're putting it.
Thank you very much, sir. You have made a lot of valid points, but I was expecting to hear about insecurity. Okay. You mentioned food basket of the nation, and that is one of the states which is facing that insecurity when it comes to herdsmen on the farm. They are not allowing people to go to farm, and they are stopping importation of food. So with this insecurity now, how do we, tackle all this? You're stopping the importation of food, and people cannot go to farm because of herdsmen. So how do you think about that?
That's the point where I say our federal government have failed to marry some basic things, some things that they should actually look at. Now, just like I mentioned, the food basket of the nation. Now, the food basket of the nation don't tear. It don't tear, sincerely. It don't tear because, just like you said, insecurity has actually torn the food basket of the nation. Now, those are states that should I say, Nigerians we're always looking forward to. You rarely see bands of yam of late pass you on the highway. That's to show you that a lot is really going on. So rather than the federal government, just like you rightly said, should be tackling the stoppage of importation, they should also look at the area of insecurity. Now, insecurity now doesn't just end in taking lives. Yes. The bomb blast now, it is affecting our stomach. Yes. Because having to stop farmers from going to farm and also stopping importation of food, I bet you we're actually going down the drain. So, in as much as we're giving kudos to our dearest president, and we're praying and hoping for this renewed hope to see the light of day, let us, at first, let's look at the food basket of the nation and heal the food basket of the nation. then we can be sure of sufficiency of food in that basket. Then we can stop importation.
Thank you very much for that wonderful point you've given us.
Is it they ask me?
It dey reduce high blood pressure. It dey reduce cholesterol.
Hello, sir.
You're welcome, bros.
Thank you. So I want you to put mouth on this federal government suspend food import duty partners state on farming. So what do you think about this headline?
This our government, to be sincere, they are not doing well. They are just frustrating people. Closing the import of food stuff, it's not a fact.
Yes,
The only thing they should do is that let them empower people.
yes.
They are pushing people to go and farm. They go use their hand farm. What are they implement to use and farm? They are not doing well. They are nothing they will say. They are not even doing anything. They are just frustrating people more and more. Instead of them to make those things available to help you to do whatever they want to do. Now, most of the graduates now, when you graduate from school like this, no work, you carry file here and there. I'm talking of a graduate too, but those days, olden days, even standard 6 can even work in the company. But now it's not like that again. You have master degree, have plenty degree, no work. They want to stop all this food importation.
Yes.
And nothing like, okay, we are stopping, or you people should go and farm. What are they implement? The materials to support you to go and farm.
Or giving out loans.
I must be sincere to you. They are not doing well. Government, they are just frustrating people day and night. Only that it's just people. That it's not good to put hope on government.
Yes.
Just focus. Anything you want to be, help yourself. They are not doing well. They are frustrated. I'm even the only people I dey pity na youth where they come out.
Yes.
They are not doing anything. All these our big men there, let me be sincere to you, their children, they have planned for their children.
Yes.
If anything want to happen now or war, they will send their children outside country. It's only we poor masses will be suffering it. Like for instance now, in school like this, all these our big men.
Yes, all those professors.
You see their children in school.
Yes.
Most of them don't know anything. They use money to sponsor them,
Yes.
to push them ahead. Whether they write exam because they have connection, they talk to lecturer. I see one man, Anambra man. The man don't need it because of his money. The money further him.
Yes.
But he did not enter class for one day.
He bought his certificate.
He bought everything with cash. So I don't believe that government can do anything for us. It's only we to help ourselves. Nothing they will do, I beg. This all these things we are saying about Nigeria, it will be better. These politicians, they are frustrating us more and more. I don't believe in them. I'm a hustler. I don't believe in them. All these voting, look at P2B, the person that want to fish people out.
Yes.
The man won the election. But clearly, like before he be in that government, if you want to do something sincerely, they will not allow you.
Yes.
They will not allow you because they don't want progress of people.
Yes.
It's only they are after themselves. Okay, now when we say if you enter market, people are suffering. You hold 5,000 naira. 5,000 cannot buy anything in the market. 5,000 cannot cook a pot of soup. Somehow, I don't know what to say again. So,
Thank you very much, sir. Have a nice day. You all have heard what Nigerians out there have to say. My name remains Benjamin Agbile, and I'm your host for today. Thank you for watching. Do well to subscribe. Follow us on all our social media handles. Comment in the comment section for more information like this one.